Aloha, I'm Kimo Hussey, and this is my very, very good friend, Manny.
Hi.
We're here to do some wonderful, wonderful things, not only for you, or we think for you, but for us as well. One of the great things, Manny, I think for me with ukulele, is there's always something to learn.
Yes.
Because there's no traditional methodology in anything that has to do with ukulele.
Right.
There's always something to learn. And one of the wonderful things I've been able to do as a player who doesn't build ukuleles is to become familiar with some of the techniques that you guys use, because I am interested in what makes an ukulele a quality ukulele. So what we'd like to do today is to share with you some aspects of ukulele, probably two in this case, because we just don't have the time to share everything we'd like to share with you on these ukes. So, Manny, let's focus on design.
Okay.
First of all, I want to set this up so maybe the people can see it, and maybe you can hold yours up. And because both of these ukuleles were made by you, can you tell us about these and start with your ukulele from the standpoint of design?
Well, design, basically this is a traditional baritone body design. It has a traditional sound hole here, added a side port here. But basically it's just a normal standard baritone body.
Right.
The scale is extended 23 1/4. And has a top and bottom binding, all wood.
Right.
And it's equipped with a Missy pickup.
In terms of design, I think this little thing right here is really cool. Is that wood?
The little flower or a leaf is mother of pearl, inlaid into an ebony wood backing, and inlaid into the rosette of this core inlay.
And design-wise, that was just your idea to do that?
Yeah, just something different.
Cool. Also, from the standpoint of design, why the side port? That side port's pretty close to the big sound hole on the top.
Well, it allows the player to get a lot of the sound escaping out of here.
Right.
Rather than giving all the sound away.
Cool. Also, design-wise, I notice on the side port that there's a side port, but what you've done is gone inside a little bit and finished it and put this. I'll just call this a little lip inside that I think really adds class.
The side port fender well.
Fender well, cool. Is that your word? Did you invent that word?
I just invented it now.
Cool.
But a lot of people, a lot of guys just cut out the hole and leave it bare.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel that it's like unfinished a little bit.
Yeah.
So I put a trim.
Unfinished is a good word, because one of the things I like about that is that it softens what maybe would have been a harsh edge. Is how I look at it. But basically that is a basic baritone design. Yes.
Yeah, a traditional baritone ukulele body design.
Cool. Can you play some strings, strum just a little bit so we can hear it? One of the things I like about that sound is a lot of times baritone ukuleles have such a low and mellow sound that the sound, especially on the lower strings and on the first, second, and third fret, sounds kind of muddy.
Yeah.
But not that one. That sounds
clean.
nice and clear. Can you do that again? and speaking of design, I hear a different tuning.
Yeah, this is tuned in, I guess you would call it a Wahine open D. Not actually an open D, but this is a D chord.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And can you play it just with the tuning so we can hear the tuning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so pretty. Great. And now from a standpoint of design, now that ukulele is complete, what one thing or two things do you, as the builder, enjoy most about the finished product?
The playability and the sound. The sound for baritone is really, the achievement is the low and mellow.
Great.
And the cleanness of the sound.
Right. Cool. Okay, we're gonna come back to sound in a little bit, but what we want to do first of all is get back to design and have you tell us about this ukulele.
This is a standard.
Are you sure it's standard?
Well, it's a pineapple back with a.
Here's a pineapple back.
Yeah, with a standard top, and. If you do away with this portion, it'll be a regular standard tenor shape.
Right.
Yeah, but I took it one step beyond and connected the two.
Oh,
the
cool.
Pineapple and the figure 8 tenor design. And the side ports were designed to make that transition between the two shapes.
Here and here. So basically what you're saying is that you used what I'll call sound holes, these two side ports, as a means of connecting the top and the bottom.
The two different shapes.
Design-wise.
Yes.
That's incredible. So there's no sound hole on the top. And first of all, before we get too far away from the sound, let me play it. It's a wonderful sound. Okay, keep going.
And it's all core body.
Core here. Core on the back. What's this blue thing? Is that core?
That's poured in resin. There was a void in the spalting of the core. So I wanted to use that piece.
Oh. So the resin was a means of permitting you to use this to make the back.
And complete the design.
It's beautiful, and blue's my favorite color. So, you know, blue, my favorite color against my favorite instrument is just wonderful. Okay, and what about this pineapple here?
That pineapple is poured in resin. The pineapple was created outside. The design was created outside and then inlaid into the fretboard.
Cool. Cool. That's just great. One other thing I noticed about this ukulele is color. There's lots and lots of color in this ukulele. There's green here and red, brown, tan, caramel colored, blue on the back, and they all black here, and they all come together, I think, very, very wonderfully. And again, the sound. Okay, now let me do that again, and this time listen to the sustain on this uke. Sustain on the ukulele is how long the sound lasts. Listen to this. See, it lasts very long and tails off very nicely. What else would you like to tell us about this ukulele? I see an interesting looking red thing on the headstock. What is that, Manny?
That's poured in resin to do my headstock logo.
Oh.
It's a P&K for Pahu Kani.
Oh, good for you. Okay, and now, same question as I asked with that. Now that this ukulele is complete and has been completed for a while, what are the one or two things that you like most about it?
That I was able to do this design.
Cool.
It was rambling around in my head how I was going to do it, and then
And so the design of it is just your idea.
yeah, how
cool.
was I going to connect the two designs?
Yeah.
And the sound part allowed me to do that.
Great. Okay, so we talked about design generally, design on this ukuleles. Now, because we have two ukuleles by the same builder, let us share with you how these two ukuleles sound when they're played together. Okay? Mm-hmm. Good. Shoots. What's first?
Why?
Shoot. And the process of making music, I imagine, with ukuleles that you build is kind of a fun experience, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fun part, you can build them and you can play them. And,
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun for me to play these high quality ukulele. Let's do one more.
Okay. Makiailana.
Shoots. Pretty sound. Wonderful. And speaking of design and sound, let's keep this discussion going with regard to your ukuleles.
Awesome.
Okay, we're back with you. We decided to take a quick break, and since we're highlighting, one of the things we're highlighting are ukuleles built by my good friend Manny Halican. We decided to change ukuleles. As you can see, we got a real special one that we're going to tell you about. But before we get to that one, Manny, let's talk about this uke first, because I'm very familiar with this ukulele. And again, we're going to stick to design, design and sound. So, with regard to this ukulele, first of all, it's a baritone ukulele. Let me do this again for you. See how nice and mellow and sweet that sound is? Now listen to the sustain. I mean, this thing goes forever. Put this thing in a case at night, strum it, wake up in the morning, it's still going. Okay,
Making
anyway,
coffee.
it's a baritone, and if you notice, one of the things about it is that there is no sound puka on the top, and the rest of it sort of kind of looks like a baritone, except for this here and this here. And what I'm going to do is let the builder tell you about these two things. Go ahead, Manny.
Well, first of all, the idea was to take the sound ports off the soundboard.
Top, right?
So it moved to the side.
Okay. Talk about this one first.
Yeah, this is the first one that I decided to put part way on the soundboard, but mainly it's off to the side. And I wanted the look to look, when you're looking at the soundboard from the top, you can see this little detail here, some of it, which ties into some of the design that I was thinking about.
I like this detail here, and also up here part, and you know you can't see that, but it's finished on here, and inside here, and it looks really nice, and it's a really, really nice smooth curve, as opposed to just a flat surface that's just sheer air. That seems to be sharper. So okay, how about this one?
Then the other sound hole, actually, this was a cutaway. And then when I did the cutaway, there's a big blank space here, so I decided to put another sound hole there,
Cool.
just because, to add to the design.
Yeah. And again, this puka is finished on the sides and inside. So it's a really nice curve that goes all the way inside, instead of ending in in a sheer edge. Here, I think that's cool.
Kind of have a little artsy feel to it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, tell us some more about this. How about woods, buddy?
Okay, the top is European moon spruce.
Ah.
And I found out that why they call them a moon spruce, because the tree is harvested in a full moon.
Wow. For what reason? Do you know?
I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far in my research, but I just wanted to find out why the moon spruce name, and that's the story behind it. Why they do it that time of night, I don't really know.
Got it. Okay.
Someone out there knows.
So the top is moon spruce.
The back and sides is curly core. Beautiful curly core.
I agree.
The curls. This is my preferred curls. They're not knotty. They're not very hard, and it's easy to bend.
Oh.
And the knotty ones, the really solid curls, tend to crack, I think.
One of the things I love about how you put this together and the woods you chose to use in terms of design is, and I'll try to portray that. Whoops. And if you take a look at this white part, this is called sapwood, yes?
Yeah.
This thing goes around here like this, and from here, look at this, it comes all the way up here, and on this side it comes all the way up to the puka. So to a certain degree, it's kind of a nice and natural symmetry. Sound-wise, again, just really, really wonderful. And this ukulele just loves to be played by an ukulele player who enjoys low and mellow sound. Without sound on the first two frets being muddy, it's nice and clear. And when I play a chord like this, it's very, very audible. Okay, so anyway, we'll get back to this uke in just a few minutes. In terms of addressing its sound, which, by the way, you will love. Manny, tell us about that very, very special instrument you have there. One neck wasn't enough, so we decided on two.
You gotta find somebody with an extra pair of arms to play it. But yeah, this is a standard baritone body, fitted with two 10 or 18-inch scale necks.
Was it just an idea you had to build a double neck?
This is the second one I built. So the first one was a prototype,
right?
And it lives in San Francisco now.
Ah.
But building the second one, I knew it was gonna work because I already built one. But little different designs and techniques went into it compared to the first one. But the body is a standard baritone body. The scale is 18 inches tenor, and It has the typical Beamer two-hole soundboard.
Uh-huh.
Has a arm bevel and 12-inch radius fretboards.
One of the things we mentioned about this ukulele, this one is there's no puka on top.
Mm-hmm.
But I notice on that ukulele there's 2 pukas on top plus another one on the side.
Yes. This design was a request from the owner, and then this was my idea.
Great.
I added that afterwards.
That was your request to the owner. Right?
Yeah. So yeah, and the necks are tiger maple.
It's a beautiful instrument.
The back is koa.
How did you decide on one being 4-string and the other 6? Was just your idea?
Yes, the first one I built, the top was an 8-string
Mm-hmm.
and the bottom was a 4. But the owner requested to be a 6-string on the top.
Oh, cool. Can we hear a little bit of it?
Sure.
Pretty nice.
So,
Beautiful. Great.
and
Very good. I notice on that double neck and also on this one that they all have 0 frets. You enjoy 0 frets.
yeah, I started doing it way back, maybe a couple, 2-3 years after I started building, and then I never went back to the old way.
Yeah.
So I kind of love doing it.
I enjoy 0 frets as well because for me they make a big difference in the feel, in the action, on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd frets. If there were now that ukulele is complete, if there were like 1 or 2 things that you most liked or enjoy about this ukulele now that it's complete, what would they be, or what would it be?
For me, would be trying to learn how to play it with the extra neck there, but it's a good ukulele if you want the 2 different sounds
Right.
Incorporated in the song.
Uh-huh.
And I think that more you play it, more you get used to it. It's a getting used to it thing.
Right. Okay. Speaking of getting used to that, now that you've described that to us, let's play. We'll play that uke and this uke together. Key of F.
Key of F.
Okay, play your F on that sound. Now play your F on this sound. And I'll play the F on this sound.
There you go.
So what we're going to do is combine all of those. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Ikemaka, ikanani o Kalelua, imilia mekaua. Ikemaka, ikanani o.
That's so cool. Keep going, brother. Okay. You can switch after this party. try?
Yeah.
Ooh. Shoot. What are we doing? What key? What key are we in?
We in C.
Okay, now the only choice I have to make is which neck am I going to start off with? Go ahead, Nick. Keep going. Kualilile hua.
Yeah. You stop.
Get him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Manny. Ain't home. So many things to talk about that we can't cover it all. The important things are ukuleles, quality ukuleles, wonderful ukuleles, all made by Manny Halican. One of the wonderful things about building is that it provides builders lots of room to exercise their own creativity, and that is what Manny has been able to do. The wonderful things about ukuleles is that they can stand alone as works of art. How often is it that we can take a work of art, look at it, and appreciate its beauty, and then after that, appreciate the fact that it provides beautiful sound? Aloha.
Aloha.